Morning, guys, YouTube people world, wherever, whoever. Half-fast 719 back at it. Got a lot of stuff that I need to do. Maybe I'll just do it in this video real quick. Shut my dryer off real quick. Let you guys know what I've been doing. So I bought this. Can't really even see. Bought this butcher block. It's a piece of butcher block from Home Depot, like I talked about in my last video. Stained it and then polyurethaned it, but as you can see, polyurethane was drying. It was too hot, so I'm probably gonna sand it down. And it's too dark. I wanted the butcher block pattern to show more, and it really doesn't show at all. So I'll probably take it off, sand it down, lighten it up a little bit, and then re-polyurethane it. So couple things I bought. This is a buffing pad set from Amazon. I think it was like 12 bucks or 14 bucks. I bought that because I bought me one of these. It's a die grinder, angle grinder, whatever you want to call it. 2-inch, 55mm right angle die grinder. It's basically part number 2485-20. Got it on eBay. Brand new. It was brand new in the box. And then, excuse me, I ended up buying a 3-inch. Where are you at? 3-inch cutoff. This is, I think you can see, 3-inch cutoff tool. It is part number 2522-20, but as you see, it is not a cutoff tool anymore. So I could take this apart. You guys let me know if you guys want me to take it apart. I basically just bought a Harbor Freight. Yeah, right here. I basically just bought this, and that's item number 60627. And on the back side here, there's a cap that screws on and screws off. And I unscrewed it, I cut it, I cut it down with the bandsaw, I sanded it, I cut it down on width, and drilled holes, set up a template, did whatever. So I'm pretty excited about that tool. It's pretty cool little tool. I'll show you. Just a little belt sander. Pretty dope, I think. I'm going to be having some projects coming up soon that hopefully brother-in-law and me can use. And then this also, brother-in-law and me. Brother-in-law and me will be able to use that also. So I'm a little choked up. I haven't had my energy drink this morning. Oh. And then I just bought an assortment of belts, and if this thing will open, assortment of belts from the Harbor Freight. The belts that come with that air tool, they're junk. They just explode right where they meet. So I'll probably have to find a different company that sells some different ones. But for the die grinder, I got all these little attachments. You can see Harbor Freight quality. Some sanding drums. I've had those sanding drums forever. Yeah, but mainly just wire brushes, this little piece. It's a bigger piece. I've read that the 3-inch, the die grinder likes to die out with anything bigger than 2-inch. So, yeah, but anyway, I gotta get to the video that I have to get to. Right now I'm letting the car soak with some simple green. Because I have a coolant leak on the car again. And the wife's gonna be taking the Audi to the gym. By the way, I just checked the coolant level. I've put about 6,000 miles on the Audi since I've done the basically the EGR cooler, oil cooler seals, pulled the whole intake, everything off. Coolant level is still right where I left it. I have no coolant level, no coolant leaks, no oil leaks. I've been getting, as you've seen in the last video, about 26 to 28 miles per gallon. It's just been lately, I probably could get more, but lately everywhere I've been going it's just fighting headwind. So I would say without the headwind I'm probably getting about 30 miles a gallon. I could potentially get 30 miles per gallon out of a all-wheel drive Audi Q7 TDI. Yeah, and right now I'll be driving to Sacramento, so I got laundry going. I leave Monday. Today is Wednesday. I got home last night, so it's a 5-hour drive, so it's pretty cool, pretty smooth. So anyway, back to the Acura, 04 Acura TL, and coolant shutoff valve, bypass valve, whatever you want to call it. Basically same thing that was leaking on this is leaking on this thing again. So not sure if I'm gonna be able to get in there to show you, but it is with the sun glare. That blue line that blue line is the cable, and then that is the part, that's a heater hose and another heater hose. So those are the hose clamps. So anyway, what you got to do is take these covers off, take the strut brace off. I'm going to take the engine cover off because I'm going to clean everything. And yeah, so let me get it all washed up before it gets too hot, and I'll show you guys the old one versus the new one. And I probably won't show you the process. Once I get the old one out, I'll show you what I did. It's, I think, 2 bolts or 2 nuts, 2 hose clamps, and that little cable. It's pretty easy. It's just hard to get in there. So you can barely see without me in there, so you're not going to be able to see with me in there, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be back once I get it all ripped apart. Alright, here we go. Here's the one I took off. This is from O'Reilly's. And here's the Honda OEM one. You see it's seeping out this cap. Whatever they do to put this check ball, this ball valve in, then they seal it. I think you can see that right in there. That's where it keeps seeping out. So, but everything's pretty much identical. Yeah, the clip identical. If I remember right, I want to say O'Reilly just sells this. So this whole clip and bracket is OEM Honda stuff. Yeah. So this bracket and everything is OEM Honda. This is off of the car, and then this is what I bought from O'Reilly, and then returned it under warranty because it was leaking, and then now it's leaking again because OEM parts are junk, or not, non-OEM parts are junk. But pretty much everything is identical. Timestamps a little more I guess ghetto, than this one. But yeah, so it's leaking. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it, put the new one on. As you can see, I'm not sure if you can see or not, this whole piece is kind of like a cap, this line right here, whereas this one is more like a recess cap. So, and then that's just the molding around it. So I'm gonna throw it in. Let's go see what it takes to get it out real quick. So it's really hard to see in there, but those are the two hoses. Just undo those two hoses. This is all I'm using is some channel locks, some short stubby needle nose, a little electric ratchet with a 10 and a 12 to get these off the strut brace. Then there's a couple bolts. You got a 10 here, a 10 there on the fuse block, and then a 10 on the wire harness loom, and then another 10 on, I think that's cruise control or something, right over there. But it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. So we'll go ahead and throw it all back together, add some coolant, let the car run for a while, run it through the heat cycle and stuff like that. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll show you the finished product, whatever I can show, which is probably nothing, so I'll be back. Alright guys, got it all back on, got it all back in there. So, see, it's the new part, hose clamp, that piece is attached there. See the other hose clamp, but it's on there. Let's see, right there. Anyway, I'm gonna start the car up, run it through its warming processes, and throw the strut bar back on, and probably another couple videos or whatever. I'll let you guys know. It's still leaking again. Just like let you guys know that this is leaking again. Because I'm pretty sure I did a video back in the day. It might be on the playlist of Wife's TL down below. You can probably go there and check that out. But yeah, so I ended up using some of these right angle needle nose pliers. They came in handy down in there. These little stubbies, I basically did not use them to reinstall the hose clamps. I did use them to remove them, but they would not work. And some channel locks. Channel locks I didn't use to reinstall either. That was just to remove them. I mainly used the right angle needle nose, and that's what I used to reinstall the hose clamps, because every time the hose clamp would come loose off the thing, it wanted to rotate, and then so I used the angle to get in there. I don't know how to explain it. Just use those. By the way, AC in the Dodge has been working great, working awesome. I don't know if I showed it in a previous video, but yeah, this is the AC compressor in an old video, and this right here is the magnet, and you can see all the copper. Basically what happened was, because it doesn't have the C-clip ring here, this whole thing just pulled out and went inside there. You can see copper inside there. You see all the copper. I think you can see it. But anyway, AC has been working great ever since I redid it. You can see the copper there and there. So, yep, AC, this AC compressor, at least this snout, this housing is trash, and the magnet is trash. And I would say this is probably trash too, because I'm sure it'll just spin. So anyway, AC's been working good in the truck. Alright guys, I gotta get some coolant in this car, get it warmed up, and yeah, later on, a couple videos later, I'll let you guys know how it is. Alright, see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Later.